All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to the ASAP Afternoon Blitz. Wednesday, February 1st, 2023. New month, 1 week away from the Super Bowl, a couple weeks from pitchers and catchers reporting for spring training. I'm Chris Gonzo Gonzalez, joined by Jay McLovin. How's it going, Jay?
Hey, it is going well, man. It is going well, man. Good to be here. And what a time to be alive, man. Matt Rule is still trying to seek that money from the Carolina Panthers. Will he get it? Interesting question. We'll have to talk about it.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I'd be going after my money as well. But big news this morning. Big news that just came out so far this morning. Tom Brady retiring again. Will he stay retired this time? That's the question that is remained to be answered. Last year he retired for what, 40 days?
Right.
It kind of surprised me. I didn't think he was going to retire. I figured he'd play at least one more year, but kind of surprised me he retired so quick. I figured he would take a little time, see what was all out there and what his options were. But he made sure he announced it this year. He didn't let Schefter or somebody come out and announce it before he wanted to. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if Tom Brady stays retired this time. And I mean, if he does, I guess he'll probably be on Fox next season.
Yeah, man. You know, my thing about that is it's for real. Look, when last time Tom wasn't talking to nobody, it was all hearsay, he say, whatever. And they did retire. And so you had to think, okay, well, Tom didn't really address it. Is he truly retired? And now, obviously, like you said, no Adam Schefter, no Ian Rappaport, no Stephen A. There's no big names talking about it. He went on Twitter and said, hey, look, guys, I know, and even said it himself, I know I retired once before, and now I'm telling you again, but yeah, it's 100%. I believe him. It's 100% real. I will tell you this, Tom, do me a favor. Next time you plan to put up your rings and you're going to do like this number, make sure, listen, you got hundreds of millions of dollars. Please, brother, make sure your hands are good to go. There was a lot of cracking and peeling of skin and things like that. I don't expect that from Tom freaking Patrick Brady, okay? I need better. Make sure your hands are nicely manicured and moisturized before you put up all that bling, okay? I'm just a little personal note out there. Do with that information as you will. But, man, yeah, what a time to be alive. He is retired.
Oh no, it's going to be interesting. I'll believe it when he's not on the roster at the beginning of the next season.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's true, and rightfully so. You should feel that way because I don't know. You know, Gonzo, I feel like okay, you say it once, shame on you. You say it twice, shame on me if you come back. But I think if he, he's not going to come out as surely he would not come out as second because if he did and he did come back and play, I just think it just tarnishes his reputation. In terms of what he says he's going to do. I mean, be a man. If you're going to retire. If not, let's keep playing and leave it unannounced, But I will say this, though, Gonzo. We are literally 4 days from what is arguably probably the most prolific flag football contest known to man.
Yeah, new Pro Bowl. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
It's going to suck.
Hey, way I look at it, can't be much worse than what the Pro Bowl's been.
No. Well, no, it's true. No. And that's the thing, man. You're right. I mean, because even when they had pads on, they weren't really tackling. They were just kind of lightly touching or whatever, and the guy would go down, whatever. So, yeah, I understand what you're saying. The Pro Bowl hasn't been the Pro Bowl since probably the mid-'80s. And, back in the day when people actually gave a damn and wanted the Pro Bowl to be just as real as an actual game.
Yeah, but nowadays with as much money as these players are being paid, the teams don't want them out there playing in a game like that. They don't mean nothing and playing 100%. Then you have players that don't want to take that chance of injury. And then with them moving the Pro Bowl in front before the Super Bowl, so anybody that was on the Pro Bowl that's in the Super Bowl is not going to be at the Pro Bowl. So, I mean, it gets pointless in a way because just like what we saw this year, you have, I mean, like Anthony Price was saying about the AFC Pro Bowl roster for quarterbacks, you name the Pro Bowl, then you replace them with you replace so many guys with other guys, and then you call them Pro Bowlers. It really, to me, kind of waters down the Pro Bowl. I mean, you have a guy like Huntley that threw two touchdown passes this season, but now can call himself a Pro Bowler. I mean, so to me, even if you're going to come out with your Pro Bowl, come out with your All Pro teams or whatever, and then that be it. Don't. And if you're going to have to replace players for players to get more players there, to me, them guys shouldn't really be Pro Bowlers. I mean, they didn't. It wasn't like they earned the right to be a Pro Bowler. That it was given to them. Somebody else couldn't be there.
And really and truthfully, you know, since it's a flag football game, do you really have to carry that many quarterbacks anyway? I think one or two quarterbacks, you're fine. I agree. I don't think Huntley does not deserve to be a Pro Bowler. Let's just be honest. He does not deserve to be a Pro Bowler. So I don't think they necessarily had to bring him in. I think they had more than enough quarterbacks on that AFC side of the roster that they didn't need to bring him in. They'd have been just fine with what they had. Yeah, whereas Herbert had surgery, so you're not going to see Herbert. He went under surgery, so yeah, you won't see him. But Russell Wilson, yeah, I think Russell should have been in there for sure.
Well, see, I don't think Russell Wilson should have been in there. Look at the year he had. He didn't have a Pro Bowl year this year.
Right.
So to me,
and again, yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, and if you look at Russell Wilson's career, or not career, but if you look at this season specifically, he probably didn't deserve a Pro Bowl.
I'm not saying Huntley did either, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. No. I mean, no, I'm serious. Well, I mean, come on. Everybody knows it. Everybody's saying it. Hell, everybody's embarrassed about the way Russell Wilson played this season. So if you had what is, you know, in my opinion, and I think a lot of other people's opinion, is an embarrassing season or a lackluster season, why would I don't care how big your name is. If that season didn't warrant a Pro Bowl appearance, then why are you in the Pro Bowl? Other than just for your namesake or popularity, maybe. By the way, Frankie, hey, congratulations on Brianna going to New York. At the end of the day, you guys are still going to lose. So it doesn't really matter. Let's talk about Candace Parker going to the Aces. Wow. I tell you, man, I don't think anybody's going to beat the Aces. I think the Aces repeat, truthfully. I mean, they had a hell of a roster, and then you add Candace Parker to that roster. I mean, honestly, ain't nobody going to beat them.
Never know. I think they're definitely just. I think they're definitely the preseason favorites for sure.
I mean, I mean that's true. You don't really know because honestly, the only thing I think that would take them out would be injuries.
We'll say because of injuries, or I mean, yeah, you just. But
I think Vegas is going to be a beast.
I mean, they were the champs last year, and from all accounts, it looks like they've just gotten better. So,
well, I think New York Liberty, with the addition of Brianna, will move. They finished 7th last year in the regular season. They finished 7th in the regular season. Of course, they were a postseason exit. But I think with the addition of Brianna, it'll probably take them out of the number 7 spot. Probably slide them into the number 3, either number 4 or number 3 spot. I think it moves them up at least 3 or 4 spots in the regular season.
Yeah, Chicago's losing a lot because they lost Parker. It looks like they're going to lose Vandersloot as well.
Yeah, where is Vandersloot going? Is she going to New York as well, or is she going to go somewhere different?
I thought I heard something yesterday where she was going, but let me look real quick. I can't remember.
Because I think she was either going to go to the Storm or she was going to go to New York.
I don't think she's really announced where she's going. She just has announced that she's not coming back to Chicago.
Yeah, I think she's going to either Seattle or New York. I know there was one thing Brianna was saying is that I think she thought it'd be weird playing alongside her, That's why I figured she was either going to go to Seattle or New York. I think she's going to Seattle. If I had to put a guess on it, I would say Vandersloot is probably going to Seattle.
It's been speculated. Let's see. It's not. It really don't say where they like any potential places. Said that she might Sky Lawson does.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get it right off the rip. I think it'll probably be a little bit before she announces it, but I would not be surprised, though. As a matter of fact, here comes the guy to answer the question right here. Probably the most qualified person to answer that question. Mike.
Hey, man.
First name Magic.
Ooh. No.
Hey, listen, that's a compliment, damn it. Have you seen Magic Mike's new movies coming out? You know Mike's going to be over there with them nice leather pants shaking his tail feather.
Oh, my goodness.
What? I'll be buying tickets. I want to see Mike shake the tail feather. It'd be all good.
Would be. What? Someone got rid of my Magic Johnson sticker on the ASAP.
Oh, did they get rid of him? And they may. Hey, you never know.
I was upsetting people. That must be the case. I guess I'll just use this one. It's whatever. Fine. It's not
he said, hey, no, I'm not going to go watch it by myself. I'm taking my wife. I have to have some sort of, thing there that says, hey, look, this guy's okay. He's not just whatever. So, yeah, I'm going to take the wife with me. She'll be my credulent source.
No, we
were just talking about your girl, Vandersloot, man. Where do you think she's heading?
Slooty? Yeah. That one hurts. That one sucks. But, I wish Sloot nothing but the best, man. She made my time there very easy. She was very understanding. 12 years here. She's been amazing. That's the point guard. I don't care what anybody says. Like, forget DT, forget all them. Like, Courtney Vandersloot is the best. She is the Magic Johnson of her time. But, man, I think the financials of it got to make sense because Sloot's contract was already pretty fucked last season with the Sky, and there was complications with that. So I'm sure she wants to get paid. But I also know how much she loves Breanna Stewart and, how much that New York Liberty team could be very, favoriting towards, what your decision might be. Because now if Stewie's not in Seattle, I understand that's her hometown, but there's really nothing much in Seattle right now to really build the championship off of. Sloot's kind of in a point, where they just want to win. And then that's all she's ever been
right.
Is winning. But now it's this window of like, you're going to be retiring soon. So you have one under your belt. Let's try to get one more. And I think if they can make it work, I would definitely see, Courtney Vandersloot going with Breanna Stewart, Jonquel Jones, Sabrina Ionescu, Stephanie Dolson. I mean, they have a squad over there, especially with Sandy as the head coach. I feel like Seattle's coaching. She gets out coached a lot. She's very young too. She's only 38, so I get it. But like, Courtney's a player's coach. Like, you don't need to coach Courtney. So if Courtney feels like she's, better than you at coming up with a game plan, I don't really see why she would want to go to Seattle.
So is she the female version of Chris Paul, basically?
No, she could score.
Oh, yeah, no, that was rough. That was rough. No, but let me ask you this. Since we're talking about Chicago Sky, Vandersloot's obviously leaving. You just lost Candace Parker down there to Vegas.
Yeah.
What do you see the future now with the Chicago Sky, and where do they go from here?
Well, I think the last domino is going to fall, and that's Allie Quigley. Allie Quigley's married to Courtney Vandersloot, so, it's you lost one. I bet you her wife doesn't just say, "Hey, I'm gonna stay here." I'm sure they're gonna go together wherever they end up going. But Allie's also, contemplating retirement right now, so there's a lot that goes into that. But the big three as a whole is gone. Hey, Frankie, the big three is gone though. So I think, and I've talked to Gonzo about it because Gonzo is gonna be making his WNBA debut very soon, hopefully. So we'll really get into that. I'm so for real. He's gonna be covering Indiana. I'm excited for him. But I love Ka. Ka's already got a Finals MVP, and you just spent probably the last 3 years with some of the best players in the league all on the same team. So I mean, it's really a beautiful thing for Ka to kind of, be able to be this MVP caliber player now that all the big dogs are gone. It's kind of like we talked about it with the Warriors just a few years ago. It makes somebody has to take that backseat. Somebody has to be that person to kind of not put everything on the board. So Ka's really going to be able to just flex her numbers and be that winner. And I think, they have still, potentially bringing back Azrae Stevens, Rebecca Gardner. They have Dana Evans. They have the number 5 overall pick. They have all the money in the world to get free agents. So I think it's more like a retooling, but it's going to be a long time till I could say they're going to be what they were last season, because last season was just a great experience. And it's very rare to have stuff like that happen.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's it. So how do you look at now the Liberty? Now they got, because me and Gonzo were literally just talking about this. Now that the Liberty have Breanna Stewart,
yeah,
where does that, how does that affect them in terms of does it make them title contenders or title favorites or anything like that in those realms, or is it just, hey, they're going to move up a few spots, New York will make the playoffs, but we don't expect them to be contending for the title?
They're
like,
going.
Where do you put Breanna with the New York Liberty now?
Yeah, I'll let Frankie hit on that too, but that's why I took a little longer, because they just interviewed her on ESPN with Malika Andrews like 5 minutes ago, and they were asking her about Courtney Vandersloot too. So I mean, for me, and I was talking to Frankie about it, because he's a huge Liberty fan. If they would have just gotten Breanna and left it at that, I think they would have just moved up a couple spots. I still think they would have a lot of work to do, but they traded for Jonquel Jones, and she had won an MVP 2 years ago. So, you just brought in 3 MVP caliber players. Sandy coached in Phoenix and made it to the finals with that team. So, and that was weird that they fired her, and now they hate their coaching. So I don't know why they did what they did, but it's a blessing for New York to really have this championship caliber experienced coach. And now you have Sabrina Ionescu, who's coming into her own, Breanna Stewart, Jonquel Jones has won an MVP. You have Stephanie Dolson played on the Sky. She's a great center. I'm sure I'm missing a couple people that Frankie will hit on too, but if you add Sloot to that on top of it, even without Sloot, I think they're going to the finals. I think the only conversation is Vegas right now. It's Vegas versus the world, because they obviously added Candace Parker. They lose Hamby, but you added fucking Candace Parker. So, it's really just Vegas versus New York to me right now.
Interesting. Frankie, good morning, my brother.
Frankie's having a great day. Oh, actually, Frankie's having a bipolar day, because Tom Brady retired, but Breanna Stewart's in.
Man, hey, you're not lying, man. Damn.
I don't know how Frankie feels today.
Frankie, you there?
I guess Frankie.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, maybe Frankie's here just in spirit.
You wish I was here just in spirit.
No, I love my Frankie now.
You see that camera, bro?
Nah, not
right now. He's
right
rolling
now.
One right now. He
I actually am.
Listen, hey, Frankie, it's not like I don't know you.
I actually am rolling up right now. No, yeah, I'm it's like a sad, but my morning started off sad. First of all, Jay, let me correct you. It's not morning anymore. It's afternoon. It's 1:30 in the afternoon.
But morning somewhere, damn it.
But obviously, in the West, overseas, obviously it's morning somewhere, but it's not morning here. But I woke up this morning and I was pissed off because for one, I had to get my kid ready to go to school. I hate doing that, but that's what parents got to do, right?
Yes, and then good parents at least, right? Good parents.
And then I got the shitty news that Tom Brady announced his retirement. I'm over here, hopefully the man can sign a one-day contract with the Patriots and retire where he actually should be retiring. I mean, you don't even have to come back to Foxborough. You can stay in Tampa, just sign that one-day contract and then retire. But then, Mike ended up about 2 hours ago. He just tags my name, and I'm like, hi, Mike. I get no answer. And then I get breaking news on my phone that Breanna Stewart is now a New York Liberty. And it just made my nipples super hard. It made my belly button crazy wet. And I'm just excited, man. Like, the New York Liberty is moving up. This is a team that was in the playoffs last year. You know, we weren't really a contending team. We lost to literally, I think we lost to the Chicago Sky, if I'm not mistaken. But we took them to 3 games. You know, it came down to the last game decision, and we just, you know, the Liberty was just the Skies was just too much for the Liberties. But now, you know, we got Breonna Stewart. I feel like we'll be more contender. We'll probably make it farther in the playoffs. But we do need to add another addition into that. I feel like what Mike said, if we can add one more addition into that lineup, we'll definitely be a championship contending team. The one team that's just stopping everybody is we're all agreeing on is the Las Vegas Aces.
Absolutely.
They're just dominant right now. Adding the original and the true GOAT CP3. That's just insane. It's crazy, and I know how much sadness is going through Mike right now because literally every single good player from the Chicago Sky is just leaving one by one.
Yeah.
And I mean, listen, Mike, we've all been through there. We all been through that, and it sucks. But you know what? You got a championship recently out of it, so enjoy it.
I ain't tripping about it.
So, Frankie, I really thought you'd have been a LA Sparks fan more than a New York Liberty, since you're obviously a Lakers fan. I didn't realize you were a New York Liberty until I just looked down. I always figured you'd be kind of a LA Sparks type person.
No, I was always a New York Liberty person, but I'm not big into the WNBA. I brought my WNBA out of me when we got into ASAP Network and Mike, being real close with that WNBA. Mike is actually the one that inspired me to get back into my WNBA and start watching more games and stuff. So once I got back into it, I'm like, all right, let me bring back out my New York Liberty and stuff. I've always been a New York Liberty fan just because I'm not huge on the WNBA. So,
you need to follow in Mike's footsteps to go get those credentials and start covering them games.
No, that's Mike right there. My future will be covering Yankee games. That's my future.
100%.
It's going to be a losing one because God knows the Yankees have been losing like a motherfucker.
Damn.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, Jay.
I'm sorry. It's too early to fire shots like that. I'm sorry.
No. You shot the fire. Let me go ahead and reload it. Let me shoot it at you because you know what? We lose, and we lose fairly. You guys win, and you cheat to win. So
that's not true.
It really don't matter.
According to the commissioner, there's a letter out there floating around that says you haven't.
That letter has been opened, sir. So read up on your news.
Oh, we don't know that all the information's been given. Maybe only what they want to be given.
That's because once a cheater, always a cheater. You just keep it in your head, right?
Okay.
We get it.
Hey, let's not take away from Anthony Price's comment. And Mike accuses glory here. Mike says, or Anthony Price says, Mike is the one that got him into the WNBA. So Mike is definitely creating headways.
Jason, let's quit talking about my cheating Astros and get it back on Mike.
Speaking of that, hold on. Speaking of that, I'm still waiting on the breaking news of the Astros cheating in Game 2 of the World Series when they used an illegal bat and the pitcher was wiping his hand really hard on his pants. Oh man, I'm pretty sure we all seen that. Mike, I'm pretty sure you've seen that. Chris, you mentioned something about the illegal bat, but I think Jay is just trying to fly.
Gonzo, that's a really cool bobblehead you got right there.
Oh, the Hunter Green.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
You're not gonna take me out that easy.
No.
Buddy of mine,
take you out.
Buddy of mine went to a Dayton Dragons game, and he picked that up for me.
Oh yeah, that's really dope.
Yeah. you guys done kicking each other out?
Bud.
No, yeah. Look, man, that's what happens when you get me and Frankie. So the problem is me and Frankie are so close, man, that he, we just do like that, man.
Oh yeah. Whatever. Jay and I talked about a little bit before you guys going on. Do you guys think Brady will stay retired this time?
Yeah, I don't care.
Mike said, I wasted my time. I would retire, but I ain't worried about it.
Oh, yeah. That's what I posted today. I said, bye. I'm not congratulating you again. You go back to the last post like a year ago.
You go on Facebook and you make a whole new retirement speech for the man right now. No. You don't disrespect a bit like that.
You can scroll down my feed and find it's within the same year, so you won't take too long.
Mike, you post every day. That's like going over 16,000 posts of yours.
Swear to God.
Isn't this the same day that he announced his retirement last year? Went it on the same day?
I don't know. I don't care.
I think I heard that this morning.
Imagine getting divorced over an 8-9 season.
I feel like he would have got divorced either way.
No, 100%. Never mind. I ain't gonna say that. Jay got
no, say it. Say it. She's a thought. She's a what? She's a thought.
Can't say. Ooh, didn't say that, but did not say
that. Do you guys? Sean Payton going to the Broncos. Do you think that's going to make the Broncos contenders this year?
Stupid. That was fucking stupid. It was awful. It was dumb. Frankie, I'm gonna tag you in. Then I want you to tag Jay in because I feel like we could just 3-head monster it, bro. You gave up 3 firsts, 3 seconds. Shelby Harris, Noah Fant, and I guess I'll throw in Drew Lock just for the fuck of it for Russell Wilson and Sean Payton, who you pay $70 million a year for both of them. And the rest of the roster looks like fucking shit. You're an idiot. Like, you just fucked the whole future for the next guy. And then, what do we – why? Why? You're not a quarterback away. You're not a head coach away. No. It's just dumb. It's awful. I'm sure they'll look better, but they're still not a Super Bowl contending team, and that's just how I feel about it.
But I agree with you. But
hey, he was tagging me in, and then I was.
Oh, my bad. I apologize. I'll tag out. Hey, real quick, tag out. Okay, I'm tagged out. I'll be quiet.
I do agree with Mike though. They did like throw their future away getting Sean Payton, but they're not, like he said, they're not Super Bowl contending team, and I think Sean Payton knows that. I think he's gonna learn a year with Russell Wilson, see what he can do, see what these wide receivers can do. And then by the next year, he's going to, decide who he wants to keep, who he's going to get rid of. Obviously, he's going to have to keep Russell Wilson because that dog is literally taking all their salary cap. So he got no choice but to keep Russell Wilson. But I think Russell Wilson will play a little bit better under Sean Payton than he did with the shitty coach that's now, I think, a coordinator with the Cardinals. Or no, not the Cardinals, the Carolina Panthers.
The Jets.
Or the Jets. God. Yeah, and everybody's saying the Jets are gonna do something next year. Not with this guy. But it also put a smile on my face, Mike, because you know what? Jay McLovin was riding that Sean Payton to the Cowboys campaign 2024, and now that campaign is finally over. All right, now I can tag you in, Jay. Go ahead, tag you in.
Bam, tag you. No, yeah, pretty much I agree with everything Frankie just said. I feel like, look, Sean Payton's going to convert that team, right? He's got a good quarterback in Russell Wilson. He just got to resurrect and find that old Russell Wilson from Seattle. And I think he can tap into that, and I think he can do that. He resurrected Jameis Winston's career. He should be able to do that, do the same thing with Russell Wilson. But, and they have a good defense. I mean, they have some pieces already there. A couple of minor tweaks. Even if you can't, even if you give up a first-round pick, there's things you can do in the latter rounds to find, or even free agency for that matter. But you got to admit, man, Sean Payton's been down this road before. He knows how to get back to the Super Bowl. He's still young enough and still relevant enough that he can compete with the younger minds of the NFL, like the LaFleurs and things of that nature, the McVays and Siriannis and so forth. So, I got to believe that, yeah, maybe they are giving up. They only give up a first-round pick and possibly a second-round pick. That's really not a whole lot when you figure what you're getting back in Sean Payton and what he can do for that team. So I think the Hackett pick was horrible when they brought him in, but I think Sean Payton going there, I cried. I literally, Mike Hughes, I took a bottle of brandy into the closet. I turned out the light. I closed all the clothes, and I just sat there in the corner, and I wept. Mike, I wept like a little baby. And I was like, damn, son of a bitch. And then I wrote Jerry Jones a long, drunk-filled message about how he sucks.
I mean, I'm not really like that with Sean. Like, Sean's a good coach. But Sean, first, I disagree on the first round pick part, because if that team completely blows up, that could be a top 5 pick, that you just gave up for Sean Payton. So, I just look at Sean, and I'm sure Jim Cross and a bunch of other Saints fans are going to hate me for it. But, I'm looking at a guy after 2009, after they go to the Super Bowl, you went to one NFC championship game. Every other time you lost in the wild card game or you lost in the divisional round, like you always have great seasons in a regular season, but you only won one Super Bowl. So, Jay, to be honest, what has Mike McCarthy done that Sean Payton hasn't? They're the same guy. They won one Super Bowl and never went back, and that to me is like, I don't know.
I can understand that viewpoint. I do feel like though that I feel like that McCarthy is a little more antiquated though.
No, yeah, like I feel like Sean's better. I'm not, but it's like, it's the conversation of like, it's not like you're trading a first round pick for Andy Reid or Bill Belichick or somebody like that. You're trading it for Sean Payton, who, he'll give you a great regular season, but you have Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara, you have Drew Brees in his prime, and you only get one chip out of it, or even one appearance.
Mike, you know how I related to though, Mike? I related to like, okay, Matthew Stafford would be Mike McCarthy, and Aaron Rodgers would be Sean Payton.
Yeah,
they both have one ring, but
No, yeah, for sure. Like Sean's definitely better than Mike, but like my point of it being is like, recency bias is everything, and it's like, okay, so you haven't done anything like since 2009. Like, you sure winning seasons, and that's great, but nobody's job is to have a winning season. Everybody's job is to win a fucking Super Bowl. So I mean, that's really something for me that he was never really able to eclipse with a great stacked number 1 defense, top 5 defense in the league in the Saints every year. You have Drew Brees in his prime, and you really weren't even able to get there again in a shitty division. Now, Gonzo and I were talking about it, if that was even a possibility. Why we thought he wouldn't take the job was because, you look at the Cowboys situation, you got the Giants, you got the Commanders, you got the Eagles, and now you're looking at it, you're with Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, and whatever the hell is going on in Las Vegas. I mean, you're in a stacked conference. I mean, you're one of your rivals is in the Super Bowl right now. And it's like, to me, they're still in shambles, and it's not really going to make a difference. I think the only reason he took this job was because he didn't want to be in the studio for another year.
Right. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I apologize, Gonzo. I know you're.
I was surprised he took the job. I thought he would go back to TV and wait and see what was available next year.
He must have been tired of TV, man. He must have not watched it.
Because with the Broncos, like Mike said, you give up all these draft picks, you give up another first rounder to get Peyton. So he's not going to have a lot to work with to try to rebuild that team here for the next couple of years.
No, not at all.
I don't know. Everybody thought they were quarterback away last year. They proved that they wasn't, and I don't think just changing the head coach makes them Super Bowl contenders either.
I think Jamal Williams will look really good though. Jamal Williams will actually be able to be that number 1 guy. I didn't know what Hackett was doing with that. I mean, Jamal's nice. So
he got hurt, that kind of messed everything up too.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, man. I just think that defense is still looking skeptical. Obviously, Fangio's in Miami now, so I mean, it's something where it's like,
that was a good pickup for Miami.
Fangio. It was a great pickup for Miami, but I don't know. I mean, you paying Russ $50 million a year, so I mean, Russ could turn it around. You know who he is. He's had one bad year in all of his years, so I mean, that's really what it is.
Hey, let me ask you this, Mike. Outside of Bill Belichick, though, I mean, if you look around the league, nobody has calm down. I'm not talking bad about Bill Belichick. What I'm saying is, he's giving the F you.
Yeah, it's me. I didn't do it.
No, but seriously, hey, here's the deal. Outside of Bill Belichick, though, who in the league has more than one Super Bowl ring in terms of coaches, right? Number 1. Number 2, if you look at who?
No,
and if you look around the league, who's really better than Sean Payton outside of Bill Belichick? Like, what coach out there really? I mean, you can say they're equal to maybe lateral. You can say Dable for what Dable did in Buffalo, and then what he's now doing and how he's converting New York over. But Really?
I'm not really there with Dable yet, but
I'm not either. But you got to look what he resurrected from New York.
He had it, but he's not like Sean Payton level yet. But he's.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like what I meant by them giving up only one pick. I really thought they were going to have to give up more, to be honest with you, Mike. I thought them only walking away with just having to give up one first rounder. I was like, okay, that's not – hey, given the caliber and the quality of Sean Payton, that's not bad. I mean, that's only one pick. Okay. Yeah, you're right. We lose one pick. Even if it's top 5, we lose one pick, but we can recover and move on in the next draft and still maybe find a hidden gem in this draft. I thought what they had to give up wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be.
I'd agree with you, Jay, if he went to like the Cowboys and the Cowboys just gave up a first round, the second round pick. But the Broncos aren't that complete of a team like the Cowboys are. The Cowboys are more of a complete team.
I mean, I would say,
and that's why I feel like they're gonna have to give Sean Payton a little bit of time because they're gonna have to. Like
you two draft picks, like Mike said.
I don't think Sean Payton wants to play under. I don't think John Payton wants to play under Jerry.
Nah, probably not. Probably not. Because it's the control thing. The control thing.
I mean, look, I think we all agree. I mean, you got to be a damn puppet. Honestly, you really do. You have to almost be like a damn puppet to play.
He was waiting for that man to die. He's not.
Man, listen, hey, I don't wish that on anybody.
I don't either.
But I'm just saying, I don't want him to die. What I want him to do is just have a horrible case of I don't remember who I am or where I'm at. And then they just play mental incompetence on him. They put him in an old folks' home and let somebody else come in and do the job.
I'd rather die than do that.
Yeah, but the only reason I say that is because Sean's been talking.
Not necessarily, but hey, it's not a bad thing with not remembering who you are or what you did. Sometimes ignorance can be bliss.
Right, but
especially in my life.
Because it's like Sean's been saying he wants to coach the Cowboys for like 10 plus years, and for whatever reason, like nothing's ever good enough for him. So I do believe it's Jerry. I do believe he's waiting for Jerry to kick it. I don't know if that sounds rude. I don't know if Cowboy fans are
you're right. Because I think Sean would go in there and do a great job.
He's saying that, like, I mean, he loves Dallas, so it's the only thing that makes sense. But I think Gonzo hit it though. Like, even if I was the Chargers, I would have no problem with the Chargers right now given a first-round pick for Sean Payton because they have that complete roster that they're really looking at. And, they on paper, they have a complete roster. They just don't get utilized correctly, and they all have injury bugs. But, even the Cowboys, I mean, there's so many different teams you could really look at.
Arizona,
maybe. But I don't know. Kyler's going to miss the whole season, so I really don't know what that's going to look like. But
it's going to look beautiful.
No, but you know what, though? Hey, the problem with Jerry Jones is he lets too much personal stuff affect his business making decisions. And I wish he would let go of the personal and the ego and all that and just, be the owner, let a GM come in and do what a GM does. And I feel like the Cowboys would be probably Super Bowl contenders right now, and
hey, Gonzo, I like this. I like this. That's cool.
Thank you.
Well, you're painting behind you? I like it too.
No, I don't know what to do. It's a little house.
Hey, Mike, are you in the living room right now? Because I feel like you're in the living room.
I'm in the living room.
That's funny. I've never been to Mike Hughes' house, but I know that's a living room shot.
I've been to his house many times. I've been to his bedroom.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't. Frankie, no, you have not.
You know where I'm traveling?
What about D'Amico Ryan's going to the Texans?
Oh, that's fucking
stupid. Then again,
wait. Stupid for him or stupid for the Texans?
For him,
he's already used to losing when he was with them, so it might as well, it works out. He's used to being a loser.
No, but what I'm asking is do you guys feel like D'Amico Ryans is just not the right candidate for Houston, or do you feel like Houston is just a terrible place for him to go?
It's their fifth head coach in 5 years.
I mean, let's not forget. I mean, Houston did at the end of the season. They were showing they were playing. They were balling out. I mean, they lost. They lost. Yes, they.
I'm about to say. I don't know if I don't know if they were balling out, but
they won one game.
Listen. Yes, they won one game. Listen. Yeah. Thank you, Chris. They lost, but look at the games that they lost. They were close games that they lost to, lost by. You feel me? I understand they brought a defensive coordinator.
I don't feel you.
because you know
I don't.
you're a Bears
hey,
fan.
look, I love Frank. He's
And
my boy, but I have a hard time feeling that one too.
Team.
And I understand you, Jay, because you know you're a Cowboys fan. And you're just used to
Oh,
losing in the playoffs.
come on.
But you gotta look at it. They're hiring a defensive coordinator to be a head coach. I think their defense is fine. They should have brought in an offensive coordinator as a head coach to ramp up that offense a little bit. I don't think the defensive, coach is gonna change anything.
But what it's gonna do is find a really good offensive coordinator to solidify.
This is the Texans, Jay. They're not gonna find any good offensive coordinator. They like to lose. They're a losing team.
Oh, well, okay, but by your same logic, Bill Belichick was more of a defensive-minded mind than offense. So, and look what he did.
You can't put Bill Belichick in that conversation because he learned his offense from a great coach as well in Bill Parcells.
But Bill Parcells was a defensive-minded coach as well, though.
You can also make a case that Texans job was more attractive than the Broncos job just because of all the draft capital.
Oh, hell yeah.
Have as
that draft capital.
He's going to have D'Amico Ryans. You have 13 draft picks in the first, or 13 draft picks this year, 9 of them in the first 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And then next year you have another 2 first-round draft picks. So you're going to have 5 first-round draft picks in your first 2 seasons there. So, I mean, you can make a case that would be more attractive just because of all the draft capital and you can try to build your team.
Right.
But we've also seen, like Mike said, the Texans go through head coaches like bottles of water. I mean, this is their 3rd coach in 3 seasons.
I think the conversation is and I'll always stand by this, and Patrick Mahomes is actually kind of breaking that barrier right now, and Tom Brady's done it before as well, but Tom's a little different because he took pay cuts. But, it's so much easier to win a Super Bowl or to be in the conversation of a Super Bowl when your quarterback's on a cheap deal or a rookie deal. And Russell Wilson making $50 million a year to do what he's been doing is impossible to work with. So, I mean, that was my big thing is like, then you're paying Sean Payton $20 million a year. And it's like, what the fuck are we doing? So, the Houston Texans, they have 2-12. They have great draft capital. They have Petrie. They have a bunch of other guys on that defense that I really like. That defense is going to look great in a couple years. I do believe that. Even maybe in an off season. I don't know what they're going to do, but you obviously get either Bryce Young or CJ Stroud, whatever that's going to look like. And I think that's really the conversation right now is kind of just, working with what you have. And I think it's going to be interesting. As long as they don't take Will Levis, they're in a fucking great position.
Oh, hell yeah. Anthony Price goes on to say defensive coordinators don't make good head coaches. I think that's complete. I don't believe in that at all because I know defense wins championships. And look, let's be honest, the offense, you can do that through the offensive coordinator. If you get a really good offensive coordinator, you're going to be just fine. One that can develop. You just got to make sure the offensive coordinator you have can develop your quarterback the way he needs to be developed. But yeah, with a good offensive coordinator, you'll be fine.
Shut up, Jay. What do you know about offensive coordinator? You got Mike McCarthy calling your offense.
Hey, listen, that wasn't my doing, okay? Okay?
Doesn't matter,
okay, no, Frankie, that was not my doing, so you can't hold that against me.
Karma's coming. I don't want to do nothing.
Who would you rather have calling your offense, McCarthy or Kellen Moore?
God, at this point, because I don't believe him. I really personally don't like Mike McCarthy, so I'm ready for him to go out the door. I'm going to say Mike McCarthy because I feel like, okay, Mike, you had Kellen Moore. We've all been blaming Kellen Moore for all these issues. So let's see what you can do. So put all the onus on you. That way, if we still suck, if our play calling still sucks, we know that the issue is you. But here's a problem I got, Gonzo. The problem I have with the Cowboys, it's always been a 50-50 issue with why they are as where they are on offense. You can say it's 50% execution on Dak, and you can say it's 50% play calling on Mike. So, they're going to live. I think if Mike goes, so should Dak. And then let's rebuild from there.
That's all I get ready to say. It's not going to matter who you have calling plays. You have the same quarterback.
Yeah, right. No. That's what I'm saying. Me personally, I would be okay with bringing Derek Carr in, trade Derek Carr for Dak Prescott, just do an even swap. Because, hey, look, last time I checked, the Raiders need a quarterback. Well, I'm not. And look, they take who you take. But I'd be okay with trading Derek Carr for Dak Prescott. And then that way, okay, if Derek Carr does his job, but the play calling still sucks, then to get rid of Mike McCarthy.
To me, that's more of a lateral move. How much better?
I don't know. Is it really a lateral move? I mean, I think Derek Carr is better than Dak Prescott. Do you think that Dak is better than Derek?
Well, I said how much better is Carr?
How much better? Oh God. Well, I think he's definitely a little bit better. I think he takes care of the ball a little bit better. The problem with Dak Prescott is the fact that he doesn't take care of the ball. The problem with Dak Prescott is his decision making when he's choosing who to throw the ball to.
Problem with Dak Prescott, you guys are paying him like he's an elite quarterback, and he's not.
Hey, listen, don't put me in that sentence. The Cowboys are doing that.
Hey, are you a Cowboys fan?
Cowboys. No, I'm a fan of the Cowboys.
Him that money.
But I don't make the decisions for the Cowboys. Because trust me, if I made the decisions for the Cowboys, this would be a completely different scenario. We would already had Sean Payton. Mike McCarthy would have already been gone. I mean, we've been doing things a little bit different.
They're only paying Dak Prescott that much is because Jerry Jones didn't want to pay his medical bill when he broke his ankle. So he's like, let me give you this money.
Listen, that might be true. I don't know.
The same thing with Zeke. Zeke got the money, and now where's he gone? Where has Zeke been?
Yeah, we talked about me and Gonzo talked about that last night with Zeke.
The man came in with a cut top jersey, got paid, and then now he's wearing a full jersey, not being known again, and not being shown for the Dallas Cowboys. If I'm the Dallas Cowboys, first thing you need to do is trade away Zeke, because I think isn't Zeke making more than Dak right now?
No, Zeke makes $10.5 million a year. I think Prescott's around the $30 million or so a year.
What the?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, what it is. Get rid of Zeke this year because now you can have Tony Pollard miss some of the season with that broken leg.
Well, no, I remember we talked about. According to them, they're saying he might be missing 3 months. If his rehab goes the way his rehab is supposed to go, it's 3 months
on a broken leg.
Hey, don't shoot me. That's what the medical examiner said. Damn it, I'm not a doctor. Hey, you got MD? Does anybody on this panel got MD after your name? If so, please hold your hand up because I don't have insurance and I need somebody to help me out. So if you don't have medical insurance, or if you're a doctor, please hold your hand up. Okay, because I was about to hit up one of you guys for some medical shit because I ain't got no insurance.
I got MD after my name. See it?
Whatever, shut your mouth. Well, then, okay, Gonzo, I'm coming up your way. I expect you to have a full examination table ready to go.
I'm just saying, this dude ain't gonna be ready to play football in 3 months after breaking your leg.
He broke his fibia. He ain't going.
He might be healthy, but healthy and
well, they did some kind of tightrope. They called it a tightrope surgery on his ankle. That's the procedure they did. They said, according to medical people, they said 3 months. At the very least, they said that he should be ready to go by time mini camps come around.
Yeah, because they're shooting some illegal injection up in his leg.
Hey, maybe. Hey, you know what? Hey, they may be. All I know is they said by mini camp he should be ready to go, which would put him in line for the season. Now, even if he's ready to go by training camp, I think he'll be fine.
What's he going to look like coming off a broken leg? He might not be the same guy.
Well, that's true. You don't know. Yeah, you don't know.
You notice how when I said that about the injection, Jay's just like, hey, they might be. Jay, you're just so used to your teams being cheaters. Like in your voice,
no,
you're just like,
that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. I'm saying they may be giving him. They may be giving him some. I don't know what they're giving him, but they may be doing something.
Shoot that shit 20 times in his ankle as long as he.
See, you know what you sound like. You know what, Frankie? You sound like an ex-girlfriend I had one time. I cut loose of her, and that girl kept trying to come with all the excuses of why things happen. This, that. That's what you sound. You sound like a scorned lover. Are you a scorned lover?
Yeah, you sound like a scorned.
I know you've been scorned. I know y'all ain't seen the World Series, and I don't know how long. But damn, son.
Yeah, you're the one who just said you're gonna go see Magic Mike and then try to throw your wife in there at the very end to cover your story.
Let me tell you something. Magic Mike has great cinematography, and I love good cinematography.
Oh wow!
You just like good men's bodies. That's what you like.
Have you seen
that? Hey, listen.
Did you go to the theaters and watch the other Magic Mike movies?
He did.
I've seen all of them. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll admit it. He fell in love with Magic.
Why you bullshit? Hey, you know what's funny? No, it's a good thing you brought that up. You know what's funny? My ex-wife, believe it or not, my ex-wife was in Magic Mike because they filmed Magic Mike down in Savannah, Georgia, and she went down for one of the open casting calls. And there's a part in the scene where you see what's that dude's name? The Twitch, the real famous dancer Twitch, where he's coming down to do his little dance or whatever, and the women are shaving their dollar bills. Yeah, my wife was there. Yeah, and I think Twitch actually kind of fronted her a little bit. It kind of made me a little mad, but he fronted her a little bit, gave her a little bit of a dance, and she's waving the dollar bill. Yeah, my wife was in Magic Mike. That's how I kind of got in, whatever. But I'm not. Hey, listen, I'm heterosexual. I don't care what anybody says.
Wait, is it your wife or your ex-wife? Because you just
ex-wife. No, not the current one. The current one would never. Well, she might do it. I don't know. But that one was the ex-wife. Yeah. What a time to be alive, damn Latinas. Hey, listen, man. I do have a weakness for Latinas, man. Let me tell you something. If you said, Jay, what's your most beautiful woman in the world? I would say a Latina.
Yeah, you crazy. You must love getting stabbed then.
I did not say that they were psychologically sound. I just said they're beautiful people.
I had Mike smiling hard over there. He knows that. He's been stabbed. He got some stab wounds.
100%.
No, the real movie, not the bootleg. It was the real movie. but I like where you went with that, Anthony Price.
Where you guys think the Tampa Bay Bucks are going to go quarterback-wise for next season now that Tom Brady retired?
I put money on it. They're going to try and do something to get Derek Carr. They're going to do everything.
Do you think that they try to make a move for Aaron? You don't think they're trying to make a move for Aaron Rodgers, though?
No, because I've been hearing speculation news that Aaron Rodgers might be linked to the New York Jets.
Well, I've seen Jets, but I've also seen San Francisco as part of that equation as well.
I don't think San Fran is going to go for him just because they're going to have Trey Lance come back.
Hell, they need to go for it, though. If you believe what Stephen A. said, look, they done lost 3 damn quarterbacks in one season. You might want to bring in an Aaron Rodgers. That way, if he goes down, you got 3 more backups to back him up.
Anthony Price said Jimmy G, but from what I'm hearing, Jimmy G might end up with the Raiders with McDaniels.
You think the Raiders might try to make you don't think they would try to make a play on Aaron? Because then you got the Devontae Adams. So. Then you got the Devontae Adams.
No, I don't think so. Because Josh McDaniels don't want that toxic Aaron Rodgers. You know how we all know how Aaron Rodgers is. Once he's on the team, he kind of feels like he's like LeBron James of the NFL. You know, what he says goes. And I don't think that the Raiders ownership, let alone Josh McDaniels, are gonna deal with that shit.
Well, that's true. I mean, there is a certain level of diva-isms in Aaron Rodgers. There's no doubt about it.
So we're talking about all these teams, but since Kyler Murray might be out for the year, who does the Arizona Cardinals go after?
Nobody.
I think Arizona's going to ride the train of mediocrity forever. And the sad thing about it is poor DeAndre Hopkins. He ain't. Hey, DeAndre's not getting any younger, and he over there wasting time.
Oh, I hope Bill Belichick do something. Listen, we'll give the Cardinals a 2nd rounder or 3rd rounder, whatever they want, just for D-Hop. We need that number 1 wide receiver. I think Bill Belichick will make a splash come draft time to try and get DeAndre Hopkins, just like last year with the Eagles getting A.J. Brown and everything like that. Don't be surprised. We got the number 14.
Whatever Frankie offers, I will offer the same picks. Mine are better.
Get out of here. You know damn well your Bears are not giving up that number 1.
I ain't giving no 1 for no DeAndre Hopkins, little steroid ass.
Oh, no, Mike. I've seen your receiving core. I think you do. I think you give that man whatever he can.
No.
Have you seen your receiving core, Mike? They are horrible. Horrible.
I wouldn't say it's too bad as the Dallas Cowboys.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Darnell Mooney has over 1,000 yards.
If I had a picture of me giving you the middle finger, I'd put it up here right now. Can we just say that?
Chase Claypool used to be Chase Claypool.
Wait. Are you?
It's not bad.
You are done, sir. You are done.
It's not good, but it's not bad.
I seen nothing but titties when he got up. Tight ass shirt. You need to go put your Houston Astros shirt back on, Jay.
Hey, you shut your mouth. No, let me tell you something. I do wear a shirt that's a little. Fuck you, man. I do wear a shirt that's a little smaller than what it needs to be because I'm giving myself motivation to lose weight. You son of a bitch.
Well, those cheeseburgers aren't helping.
No, I gave up. No, you know what? The funny thing is, I went on a straight liquid diet last night. So now I'm drinking nothing but straight liquid. So I'm gonna lose weight. God, you had to go there. Have you ever seen? Look, you ever seen the replacements? You see a fat guy get a touchdown, you get a fat guy dance. You ever seen Frankie dance? It's like a fat man trying to walk his way around a dance floor. It is hilarious. It's hilarious.
Jay's just mad because I actually moved. Jay doesn't even dance. Jay's the type of person to go on the dance floor with his alcohol cup and just freaking walk in a circle.
Hey,
like,
you know what?
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you something. I actually went to a school party that Melanie had with her company or school, right? A Christmas party. It was a Christmas party. And Jay got out there on the dance floor. You know those women were out there wanting to dance with me? I danced with about 3 or 4 different women. I think one of them was her principal. Hey, listen. Hey, look. Don't let Jay fool you. Jay got some moves. You don't know that, Frankie, but Jay got some moves. Jay got rhythm. I'm telling you, Jay got rhythm.
With a body like that, you might as well have rhythm. What'd you call it? The splash?
Oh, damn. That's rough. That's hardcore.
Can we get back on topic? Let's get back on topic.
Hey, look, I didn't mean to get off topic. I was just responding to you.
God, but like Mike said,
hey, real quick,
his wide, like Mike said, his wide receiving court, it reminds him of the Dallas Cowboys.
I love the Russell Westbrook. That's a good one. No, hey, listen, hey, what about this offensive lineman that's with the Eagles that got arrested? Was he arrested or suspended? You know what I'm talking about? One of them is out. Oh, let me go find that. I just had that up.
The two-step is not dancing, Jay.
Oh, Lord. He said the two-step. I don't two-step, okay? I don't. I wish I did know how to two-step because honestly, country music is not that bad if you're not a two-step. But I dance to every music there is outside of country, to be honest with you. There it is. So offensive lineman Seals is facing rape and kidnapping charges. Now, I don't know about you, but if I'm an offensive lineman for the Eagles and I've just been charged with rape and kidnapping, I don't think he's going to be playing in the Super Bowl. So how does that affect the Eagles?
You said the same thing about the 49ers player who ended up playing.
No, this is a little bit different than that, Frankie. We were talking about earlier was a minor domestic battery. This dude is being charged with rape and kidnapping. I don't think he's playing.
Well, like we said with the other guy, the NFL has to do their own investigation and make sure that it's actually accurate. And until that time, I don't think that they're going to let that distract the Super Bowl right now. If anything, they'll wait until after the Super Bowl, and if their investigation is correct, we'll see probably a full year suspension next year, or even maybe kicked out of the league on a commissioner's list. Who knows?
Jay, yeah, because this is back from 2019.
Yeah, no,
oh my God.
It's old, but I'm just saying, hey, look, there's no statute of limitations when you can take somebody to court, Frankie.
What I'm saying is the NFL's going to do an investigation and everything before they suspend him or anything. So he might get in trouble, but I don't think it'll be till after I think he'll play in the Super Bowl, just like the guy played last week in the championship game.
So this happened in 2019, and we're just bringing it up in the year 2023, where the NFL should have been investigating this a long time ago.
I agree. Oh, trust me, I fully agree with you.
What does that tell you right there?
And again, I don't think, and maybe he doesn't get convicted. Maybe it, because of how long it took. Maybe that might be something that goes into his favor in terms of conviction or not conviction. Because of you got to figure they got to go back. They got to look for evidence. Well, how do you get evidence from 2019 when you're in 2023? So there could be an evidence issue with that. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not the NFL. I wish the NFL would have came out and said something to that effect already to kind of put that issue to bed. Like, yeah, we're going to let him play, but, we're going to wait and see after that, what we do. I wish the NFL would come out and say something on that, but,
Okay, so it happened in 2019, and they just took it to a grand jury, and a grand jury is trying to indict him.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Well, and truthfully, it says it goes. If you go to the bottom of the article, it actually says Sills appeared in only one game for the Eagles this season. So maybe it doesn't really have too much of an effect when he only appeared in like one game. So I don't think it's going to affect them if he only appeared in one game. I don't know all their offensive linemen for the Eagles. I thought he was actually more of a prominent offensive lineman, but turns out it looks like he only played in one game, so he doesn't really count for too much.
Hey, Tua finally cleared concussion protocol after about 5 or 6 weeks.
So,
where do you think he goes from here, though?
I think he'll be back with the Dolphins for next season. The question is he going to be able to play in games without getting a concussion? I mean, he get another concussion, he could have to retire if he keeps going at this route.
And the one thing that concerns me is if I'm a player, right? If I'm playing in NFL, they all know about CTE. They all know about the effects of what CTE can have on the brain through other football players that have experienced it. The problem with CTE is you don't know how much you have of it in your body until after they do a biopsy, but you have to die for them to do a biopsy. So, I mean, you got to think in their mind, they're wondering, okay, I've had 4 concussions and a year and a half span of being in the league, and I've got 10, 12 more years to go. What's it gonna? What number one? My first concern would be if I've had 4 concussions in one season. Damn, that's got to be a lot of CTE buildup now in my brain. And if so, I wonder what the effects of that's going to be. No, long term, what the effects are going to be. And then number 2, if I continue to play another 12 years and have X amount of number of concussions, what is this life going to look like when he leaves the NFL?
Well, I'll tell you right now, the way it's currently looking, he's currently the updated Andrew Luck right now, to me.
I would say if there's a reason to leave the NFL, like if Andrew Luck was really going to leave the NFL, this would have been the best reason to leave, that CTE shit, because, bones, whatever, you can kind of whatever on that and still live a good life. You mess up the brain, man, you're really – I mean, that's really, really bad, right? So I don't know, man. I'd be really concerned. If I was Tua, I would be really heavily concerned about my long-term future after the NFL is done with.
Yeah, I mean, if you keep getting concussions, he's gonna have to retire. But some of it with Tua, I think, is him. He has to do a better job of protecting himself when he does get hit. Like some of them, when he's getting pulled backwards, it's like his head's just back there. You got to tuck that head so don't bounce.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And speaking of Miami, we're talking about Miami
himself.
Yeah, right. Speaking of Miami, I mean, since we're talking about Miami, and since you really don't know the true effects of how it's going to affect Tua, even after he starts playing or what have you, especially with this injury issue. I think, hey man, when this is something we haven't talked about, but I think Miami would be an excellent spot for Aaron Rodgers to go to. I mean, you got what? Look at this. You got 2 great wide receivers, a good offensive line, a good tight end in Gesicki, and then you got good running backs. So and Mostert and So I think Miami would be a good spot for him to go to.
If Aaron Rodgers goes to Miami, I'm riding. Just saying that right now. If Aaron Rodgers ends up in the AFC East, I'm gonna riot. I'm gonna send Roger Goodell a letter, a very angry letter, and I'm just gonna be pissed. And I'm gonna say, why can't you just send him to the freaking Vikings or some shit like freaking Brett Favre? Like, why does he gotta come over here to the AFC? Or go to Chris's division. The hell? The Colts need a quarterback.
That's true. Hey, but I would. Hey, look, if you tell me my choices are Jets, Miami, or Colts, I would probably rank it in the following order: Miami, Jets, and I'd put the Colts at the bottom, at least of likely places to go to.
Wow.
And the only reason I say that about the Colts is there's no still clear-cut path to who their head coach is going to be. And if you tell me Jeff Saturday's my head coach, I'm not going there.
He's most likely going to be
like the plague.
He's most likely going to be. We haven't seen any news on Colts interviewing people or anything like that.
They've interviewed about 7 coaches for the second interview. Jeff Saturday was one of those. But
wow.
no, I think it's going to end up being Saturday. I've been saying that since the beginning.
You have been saying that since the beginning. But even though you've been saying that at the beginning, is that really who you want?
No, that's not who I think should be the head coach, but I just think that's what Jim Irsay is going to do.
Oh yeah, no, I understand that. I understand that completely.
I was kind of hoping for DeMeco Ryans, and we didn't get a chance to interview him because after he interviewed with the Texans, he canceled his other interviews.
Don't you just hate that when you get that update that the coach you expect to interview with your team ends up deciding he canceled the interview? That's just it's upsetting to me. I hate when that happens.
I know they're interviewing the guy from the Eagles offensive coordinator. They're going to interview him for a second time. They're going to interview the Bengals offensive coordinator Callahan for a second time. They've already interviewed Raheem Morris twice. I think Eric Bieniemy actually got a second interview as well. There was somebody else, but yeah, I think they're going to end up with Jeff Saturday. I think that's what, and all the reports I'm hearing here in Indiana from people that cover the Colts is that that's who Jim Irsay wants, and there's people trying to talk him out of it, but I don't think they're going to be able to talk him out of it.
I think the Colts should go and target Georgia's head coach. I think they need something fresh, something, a new playbook, new design, something, something fresh. And I think Georgia's head coach will bring something great for Indianapolis. I'm not saying next year or anything like that, but sometime in the future. It's just for me, I've always said this. For me, the Colts are fine. It's just a QB situation. They have a good wide receiver. They have a great running back. They can buff up their offensive line a little bit. But I think the main thing for the Colts is the quarterback situation.
Yeah, offensive line and quarterback are the two things. Colts have a pretty good defense. I mean, we were top 10 in defense most of the year. Just offense was terrible.
I mean, let's not say your defense is really good because they let a 33-0 lead slip out their hands.
Yeah, that's what I said for most of the year. They were top 10 for most of the year. They're at the end.
Hey, nobody cares about most of the year. Just take out the word most. Take out the word. Just do away with that.
Doesn't matter, Jay. Your team, the Colts and the Cowboys were in the same place this week. Colts and Cowboys, same place this week. Sitting on the fucking couch watching.
Cowboys were in the same place. Okay, whatever. We were still in the playoffs, and you
got played by a rookie quarterback that couldn't even finish a game. And
I'll tell you what. Why don't you go interview coaches Monday through Friday and see if you come out with Saturday?
You know what's funny? You know what's funny with me?
And the Colts have won a Super Bowl since the Cowboys have ever thought about being in the Super Bowl.
Okay. That I got to give you.
Me?
No. Hold on. Before you say what's funny to you, Gonzo, I'm going to give you that because truthfully, yes, you have gotten a Super Bowl since then. So absolutely. Hell, look, you're hard as being a Cowboys fan. I gotta sit here and deal with your shit. I gotta do a Frankie shit.
Shit, you even gotta deal with Mike shit because he won a Super Bowl recently more than you guys too.
Man, no, Mike. No, the last time Mike won a championship was 1985. Don't go there. He has been in the Super Bowl though, so I will give him that credit. Absolutely. Damn, it's bad when the Bears have been to the Super Bowl more recently than you have been. So, yeah, I'm going to give them that. Absolutely, no doubt. Damn it. Cowboys.
NBA, Lakers, LeBron had a big night. Hachimura played pretty good. Is this Lakers team going to be a playoff team?
Hell no.
I know Frankie's the Lakers fan in here. What do you think, Frankie?
I wouldn't say that they're a playoff team this year, just because of how things are looking right now. But I'm liking the wins that they're getting, especially from the new guy that we got from the Wizards. Especially his jersey number. I love his jersey number. His number 28 in honor of both Gigi.
He's 28.
His number is 28 in honor of Gigi and Kobe for their jersey numbers. He put them together. So I like what he's doing there. But he had a fantastic game last night, and I'm hoping that he can keep it up. It's this damn officiating, man. These officiatings have been screwing us these last couple of games. But you know, at the end of the day, I don't fully blame officiating. I also fully blame the players because if you were really good, you wouldn't have to deal with that close ending games.
That's true.
So I mainly sometimes put it on the players. But I don't think we're going to be a playoff team this year. I do expect us to probably try and compete to be in the play-in tournament. We're not that far behind. Literally, we're about like 2 games behind from all the rest of the teams that are in the play-in tournament. So I do expect us to have an opportunity there, but I don't think we're going to make the playoffs. Maybe, hopefully next year, depending on how which way the situation in Lakers.
Hey, listen, I gotta call it. Frankie, right now you sound like a Cowboys fan. I'm gonna say it. You sound like a delusional Cowboys fan. If you think you're making the playoffs next year, given all the issues you have this year,
but you didn't. But
I'm saying is, Frankie,
no.
hold on, let me finish. Let me finish.
No, because this is your problem, Jay. No.
Let me tell my problem. My problem is you're delusional. The problem is you think you're gonna make the playoffs next year.
Because this is your problem. Let me mute you for a minute so I can talk because you don't let nobody talk. Your problem is you don't hear out what people are saying. And you
you just literally cut me off and you tell me I'm not
trying to tell you. Shut up. I'm trying to tell you. Shut up for a minute. What you do is you cut people off at a spot where you want to cut them off because you're like, oh wait, that's crazy. Let me just cut them off and say something. You didn't hear my full end to that thing. I say it depends on which way the Lakers are gonna go. We can make a playoff next year.
I get what you're saying, but there's no way you can go. The only way you
you don't know that.
No, hold on.
You don't know that. At the end of the year, at the end of the year, if the Lakers wanted, they can go ahead and trade LeBron James. At the end of the year, if the Lakers wanted, they can go ahead and trade from AD. At the end of the year, Russell Westbrook is not going to be a Laker anymore. So which destination are they going to go for the point guard? You don't know. They can make a trade, a crazy trade. Why not go ahead, send a 2030 first-round draft pick and somehow get Chris Paul? You don't know which direction they're going to go. I'm just saying, Mike. You don't know which way they're going to go, you know? So don't go ahead and be like, oh, you're crazy for saying they're going to make
no, well, there is a little craziness.
You just say that because the Houston Rockets haven't been in the playoffs in how long? Since James Harden left? You want James Harden back so he can bring you back to the promised lands?
No. I don't want James Harden back. I've clearly said I don't want James Harden back. No, I'm good. I'm good where I'm at.
Stop cutting people off where you want it to be cut off.
Well, stop saying ridiculous stuff.
And it's not ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. They're not going to trade LeBron.
That's your, they're not going to trade LeBron. You don't let people finish out what they're saying because you like to cut them off. Where you want to be like, all right, well, let me say this because I know he's fucking delusional for saying this. I said they have a possibility to make it next year, depending on which way the Lakers go.
Okay, by a vote of the panel.
Cowboys fans,
please tell me if
Cowboys fans.
And the Lakers are going to make the playoffs next year. Please please raise your hand.
We're going to make it this year, but we're going to make it next year. No doubt.
I never said that. I literally never said that.
You say it every year. You say it every year.
No, I do not say it every year.
You're just being biased this year.
Hold on, time out.
You're just being biased this year.
Hold on, Gonzo. Me and you talk a lot because I see you every day. Have you ever heard me say the Cowboys are going to make it to the Super Bowl within the last 2 years? That's
wait a minute, Jay. There's a difference between making the Super Bowl and the playoffs. You've been saying that the Cowboys are automatically a wild card team. So why is it so delusional that Frankie is saying that he thinks the Lakers will be a playoff team next year?
No, that's not what Frankie is saying. Frankie is telling me he's saying that I think that I've been saying.
What I'm saying is, you're saying it's delusional to think that the Lakers will be in the playoffs. He's not saying the Lakers.
I'm giving you a question, and you're giving me another question that has total irrelevance to what I just asked you. But okay, you don't want to answer the question. That's fine.
I answered the question. You kept saying that they're. Yeah, you kept saying that it's automatic that the Cowboys will be in the wild card every year. Is what?
Well, it was. You knew they were going to make you knew they'd make the wild card. That's it. That's as far as and Frankie. That's what I want him to understand. That's as far as I've ever gone. As I've said, we make the wild card. Now, where we go from there, I don't know. I don't think we make the Super Bowl. And every damn pick I've ever given. Never one time have I ever even said Cowboys were going to be in the Super Bowl. I've never said that. So I'm not a delusional Cowboys fan. If anything, I'm actually a pretty realistic Cowboys fan. truthfully. But so you think, okay, so Gonzo, based on what Frankie's saying, you think that they have a shot to make the playoffs next year, right?
They could. I mean, you're going to lose Westbrook. What's that? 20, 25, 30 million that opens up on your salary cap? 40? So that's $40 million you're going to have to work up in your salary cap. So, I mean, they can make some moves that maybe get them in the playoffs. Do I think they're going to contend for a championship next year? No, but I could see maybe making the playoffs.
Mike, you're pretty quiet over there, but what do you think, man? Do you think the Lakers make the playoffs next season?
I think so. I like their team. I like them a lot. I like Hachimura. I like Thomas Bryant a lot. I don't know if I would like Thomas Bryant, but from what I've seen so far, it's a small sample size, but him starting with AD out made me completely confident that AD can play the 4 and not have to worry about it. I think they found their center. He had this nasty-ass putback dunk the other night, I think it was last night, which was crazy against the Knicks. I know Frankie's titties were hard over that. And, I really like what they're building. I love Patrick Beverley on this team. For the first time, I'm actually starting to fall in love with Patrick Beverley. I'm really liking the way he's been moving. I like the way he's carrying himself. I think he understands his role. He's still being a pest. He's still pissing people off. Like, he's saying Dame time's over and he's only got 4 points and Dame's got 43, but like it's still pissing Dame off. Dame's talking about whooping his ass after the game. Like, he's doing exactly what he needs to do. And I think, you get Russ off the books. That's 40. That's 40 right there. So, I mean, you could bring in whoever you want to bring in. And that's really what it comes down to. And there's a lot
of – yeah, I mean, with $40 million, you're probably bringing in mostly role players, but that's really all they need, right? You got and again, you guys are saying that, but can you say that AD and LeBron are going to be healthy at the same time when they get – there's a lot of issues there. I mean, I agree with what you're saying.
I can say that about anybody.
$40 million, that's a lot of people you could bring in. So I understand where you're okay. That makes
I can literally say that right now, though. Is Klay Thompson and Steph Curry going to finish this season healthy? I have no idea. Like, you could say who's going to be healthy.
Oh, yeah. No, I understand. But, that's true. But, come on. AD's like that dude, man. He breathes.
Klay Thompson missed like 3 years back to back to back.
Well, yeah, but those were but that's understandable. I mean, he went through what? He went through an ACL and Achilles. I mean,
it don't matter what it is. Like, if you're out, you're out.
And but what I'm saying though is those were 2 back-to-back freak things for him. He's not typically known for that. Ever since AD has been with the Lakers, even before that, he's always had some sort of nagging issue, left, right, up, or down.
No, he didn't. He had a full healthy year in 2020. He had a full healthy year in 2020.
Congratulations.
Okay. Well, I'm putting $20 says you don't make the playoffs. Frank, you taking that bet
for next year?
Yep.
I'll put 20 in it for next year.
Okay, we're down $20.
I think they have a chance to be a play-in team this year.
Well, you want to put 20 on it, Gonzo? You want to get in on the pot?
2 games
guys,
3 games away.
No, hold on. We're making a pot. Mike Hughes, you want to get on that? You
see how quick Jay's attitude changed, right? When everybody agreed with me on saying next year the Lakers.
No, I did that.
Shut up.
Nope,
your attitude changed. Shut up. Your attitude changed, and then you got upset that everybody agreed with me, and now you want to go ahead and be like, I bet you they're not. You want to put 20 in the pocket? Let's put 20 in the change pocket. You know who you remind me of? You know who you remind me of? You know who you remind me of, sir? You remind me of Freddie. You remind me of Freddie right now.
That's me putting my money where my mouth is. No, that's me putting my money where my mouth is.
That is you sounding like Freddie right now. You get upset, so then you want to make a bet and put it in the change pocket because you want to go and have fun.
Yeah.
He done threw Freddie into the mix.
That's who he's acting like.
Freddie in the he did. Okay, yeah.
What are they now? They're only a few games out of being in what, like 6th or 7th?
Yeah. And they're like 5 games from 4th or 3rd, so.
Yeah, because everybody's bunched together in the West.
It's really just the first 2 seeds that really just kind of separated themselves.
We shut Jay up.
No, I'm sorry. I apologize. I was getting a text message from my tax guy. Apparently I got to do my taxes today. Sorry, answering text messages, doing shows. What the hell? Man, what a time to be alive, man. I think it's going to be interesting. I'm curious to see who gets, honestly, I'm just curious to see who gets Wembanyama. That's the biggest thing for me, man.
It's not going to be the Rockets. It's not going to be the Rockets.
It's not going to be Houston.
I don't know. Hey, listen, we got a 14% chance, damn it.
That's that into existence.
Hey, listen, I believe that. If you speak it enough, it'll happen, damn it.
I bet that the Houston Rockets have they're going to have the losing season this year and then have the draft lottery at like number 3 or 4. And Jay's going to be so upset. He's going to have a podcast and say, God damn it, the NBA draft need to be like the NFL. The one who has the most losing, it needs to be number 1. This draft lottery is bullshit.
Listen. The funny thing about it is, Frankie's telling the truth because that's exactly what I'll be saying. It's true. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I'll be so angry if we don't get Wembanyama. But it's like everything else. Mike Hughes, you gamble. I don't know. Do you guys? I do every now and then. I'll put some money out there and I'll gamble everyone. Look, you can't win, but you don't put in the middle. If you don't put it out there in the middle, then you have no chance. So that's all the Rockets are doing. They're putting it out there in the middle, and hopefully they come away with the lottery pick, right? So we'll see what happens.
I lose money every night.
I was going to say, Mike is always upset every night, cursing out at least one. He's cursing out at least one player. Everybody does good except for that one player, and then Mike's coming in like, no, I hate this guy. Don't even tag me. I'm done with him. Motherfucker cost me $1,500.
Every fucking night. Every night I'm almost a millionaire.
Yeah, man. Hey, but listen, Mike, you never know. Sometimes you go in there that one day, the supermarket, say, you know what, I'm gonna get one for the Powerball, just for shits and grins. I'm gonna do it anyway. And then that might be the night you hit. If you hit, you're like, damn, but how would you have known had you not bought that ticket?
No, I think you have more of a chance of making more money sport betting than you do winning a Powerball. Honestly.
I'm just trying to tell you, look, that Powerball was at $1.6 billion. If I won that Powerball, Jesus, man, I'm telling you right now, man, I'd pass out. I'd probably die. I'd pass out. I'd die. I'd pass out again. It's great.
Yeah, I think you pass out, you die, you pass out again? You're going to pass out again after you die.
I'm going to pass out in heaven.
Jay, we all know you're going to hell.
No, sir. I'm a safe Christian. Hey, I will tell you, man, that's one of the few places I do know for sure. Jay might go to a lot of things, but even God forgives stupidity. So I know I'm going to heaven. So it's okay.
That's where they get you on sports betting or them damn parlays. Because you'll have a 4-leg parlay. You have a 4-leg parlay and you go, oh man, but if I add this and this, that makes worth about $1,000 more.
That's how they exactly. That's how they get you in that horse gambling. You think you can get that, that 1 through 4 horse, even if you do the exact box, it's still hard to get those first 3 horses in there.
I'll be hitting them 12-leggers.
You're not gonna sit here and tell me that Vegas ain't calling those certain players like, yo, there's this much money betted on you. You need to score 25 points. Just go ahead and score 24, 23. Just do it.
24 and a half.
Yeah, give him 24 and a half.
Nah, my girl and I were actually just talking about, because me and her do sports betting like every night. She's a huge Warriors fan, so she always be helping me with that shit. And fucking
now I know whose jersey he's wearing.
No, actually it's mine, but it's crazy. It's crazy. That's a whole different story. But I always lose by 0.5 because I was talking to Gonzo about it, how they don't let you pick 25 points. You got to do 25.5 or 24.5. And me and her are always losing by 0.5. So this weekend I'm getting 0.5 tattooed on my wrist or on my right on my hand, because I'm just gonna look at it every day and be like 0.5 away from being a millionaire every single fucking day.
You know what though, Mike? Hey, that one day. But Mike, that one day, man, when it's not 0.5, you may hit. So you never know, Mike.
I'll hit and I'll break fucking even because I've already spent over $1 million losing. So,
hey, Mikey, but I will tell you this: if that is going through your brain, hey, one day I'm gonna hit it. That's when you need to know.
Can I ask?
That's what I knew I had to call. I had to call. Hey, listen, I had to look. I used to go down to Louisiana. And I'd be down there playing the blackjack table for 10, 12 hours, man. And I would still come home, nothing. And I'll tell you, and that's what I knew. I said, okay, Jay, you better call that 800 number, get you some help.
Gonzo, I want to ask you, Jay, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
no, you're good. You're good. I was just rambling.
I'm in a little bit of a bind with my recent bets. So I was like, man, what should I do? And I looked at Frankie and I was like, fuck UPS. I'm not going back to that. So I'm looking at these games tonight and I'm like, damn, if I bet $200 right now on the Warriors beating the Timberwolves and the 76ers beating the Magic, let me see, Gonzo. I bet $200, $400 right there.
Is that money line or is that on the spread?
That's just money line, bro. Both of them.
Oh, 400 each?
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh, 400 each? I thought you were talking about 200 a piece.
200 a piece.
Oh, so 400 total. Okay.
So if you did that, wow, God, what would the payoff be?
200 is $400.
Oh, we got breaking news on Eagles Josh Sills. He has been placed on the commissioner's exempt list as of today.
That's tough.
So I was right. Oh. Say it one time with me, Frankie. Frankie, say it one time. Jay was right.
You wasn't right. Shut up.
I bet that's gonna hurt. That's probably gonna be like me just busting your ball. That's like, you know what that is? That's like your testicles exploding. That's called testicle torsion.
Why would you even talk about that? Why are you talking about another dude testicle exploding?
But look, Gonzo, if I pick the Magic instead of the 76ers, then it's 1,300.
The Magic beat the Sixers 2 days ago by 10 points.
You would win.
Did Embiid play?
Yeah.
And they swept the fucking Boston Celtics.
Because what was it, Monday night, the 76ers were like 10-point favorites. That was one of the pick I gave out was 76ers, and they ended up getting beat by 10 points by the Magic, and then they play each other again tonight.
Where's that? It's in Philly. Nah, bro.
Yeah, it's in Philly.
I'm gonna just do the Warriors one.
No, Mike.
Warriors is one. That's one of the picks I'm giving out tonight. Is the Warriors
in the middle,
minus 3.5.
You know what's gonna be, and you know what's gonna be so funny is Mike's not gonna do that Philly pick, and he's gonna get so mad with Philly. Yeah, Philly's good.
Hey, and especially when he had Jay McLovin telling you to make the bet, and you don't make it, and they win, you can be like, "Son of a bitch."
Jay's gonna come back in tomorrow like, "Well, Mike, you should have said it. I'm right. I'm always right."
If I remember right, the Sixers have beat the Magic twice this year by double digits. And then
Mike, make the bet, man. Come on, do it.
Sixers beat the Magic twice already?
I'm pretty sure. I'm looking it up right now.
Mike, make the bet.
I looked this up the other day when I was looking.
Make the bet, bro.
Make the bet.
Make that bet.
Yeah, it was today's Wednesday. So, yeah, it was Monday. They were 76ers were 9.5 point favorites. The Sixers had beat the Magic 2 games prior to that by 9 and by 10 points, and then the Magic won Tuesday. So 76ers lead the series 2 games to 1.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm not trusting Cole Anthony with my money. That bitch ass dude.
The Magic are like 7-18 on the road. 76ers are 19-8 at home.
Yeah, fuck you. I ain't doing that.
So you're not gonna place a bet on the Sixers?
Nah, I'll stick with my
Sixers are 4-1 over their last 5. That one is against the Magic.
I'm just saying, hey Mike, when they win tonight, don't you? Hey, just remember Jay McLovin told you to make a bet.
Jay, and you see how Mike's not picking the 76ers as a bet? That's exactly why Joel Embiid is not in the All-Star, because of people like Mike not betting on him.
Oh, that's true though. That is true though, Mike. That's true.
Bro. No, I was gonna take the 76ers. I was saying I would take the Magic, but I trust it because it's fucking Joel Embiid.
I love it. Hey, he said everybody in this damn chat is the reason why there's an 800 number.
Sixers beat them by 9 by 10. And Magic beat them by 10. So it's been kind of up and down.
I'm so bad with money, bro. It's not even funny.
But Mike, let me ask you this. So you said it. So if you bet the $200 on each game and both of them hit, that's $1,300 you'd win.
It's $400.
If I pick the Magic, it's $1,308. It's $1,380. And then if I pick the 76ers and the Warriors, it's $400.
Oh, you didn't say the first one. All I heard was $400. Bro,
So
take that
okay,
bet.
so if both of them win, then you're walking with 1,700 in profit.
Take
No.
that bet, bro.
No, he said 1,300 on the first game,
bro.
400 on the second game. That's 1,700.
No. So what I'm saying is, if I did, there's two teams, right, that I got winning, and it's the Warriors and the Magic. And the Magic play the 76ers, so I can't do all three. So if I say that the Magic are going to win, it's 1,300. If I say the 76ers and Warriors will win, it's 400.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh. Do me a favor. Turn your camera off.
Because
pull your pants
Magic are
down
such
and
big
see if you got
underdogs.
nuts. Because if you do, you take that bet.
But if I pick the Grizzlies, 76ers.
I was gonna say I like the Grizzlies over Portland.
Trust your sack, bro.
I
Trust
do,
in
but
your
I
sack.
don't, 'cause Dame's been averaging like 50.
See?
No,
Trust in
no,
your
don't.
sack, bro.
No, his
Dame's been
sack's
averaging
been losing,
Dame's
Frankie.
Ever since Patrick Beverly told Dame to go fuck himself, this man's had like 62, 67, 54, 49. Like, he's fucking ball. It's Dame time.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Portland.
No,
Also like the Thunder at the -5.5 against the Rockets.
yeah, easy money.
Obviously.
There. Easy money right there. Easy money there. So,
Obviously.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Jalen Green's fucked me out of some money a few times. I don't even.
Well, I think it was last week.
Was
it last week that the Rockets beat the Bulls? A couple weeks ago, the Rockets beat the Bulls, and I was on the Bulls on that game.
Yeah, it's not a flex anymore, man. The Bulls.
That's right.
Chris takes some low.
Taking dreams, baby. Taking dreams. That's what the Rockets do. We take your dreams.
Chris tried to be so
every other game.
about
We
it,
take
but
the
he
dreams.
takes shots. He first took a shot at Jay, mad respectfully, like, I'll take the OKC over the Rockets. Yeah. And then he tries to take a personal professional. He takes a professional shot at Mike, like, the Rockets beat the Bulls, but I picked the Bulls.
Bulls have killed me this year every time I've been on the Bulls.
Yeah, don't bet on the Bulls. Ever. I could have told you that. Don't do that.
It's like betting on the Pacers. Pacers, we're doing good now with Halliburton. Now we've really fell off the fucking.
Mike stopped betting on the Bulls since Zach LaVine fucked them. Excuse my language.
I stopped betting on the Bulls ever since Jimmy Butler left.
Ah.
I
quit betting on my own team because they get you in trouble betting on your own team.
Nah, yeah, I don't fuck with that. I always do. If I bet on the Bulls, I bet on players. Like, I bet on Vooch a lot to get double-doubles. And that's really it. Like, I don't bet on Zach. I don't bet on DeMar. I don't bet on Io, Lonzo, or any fucking Lonzo. But yeah, I really just do Vooch, to be honest.
Well, the other night I had Luka Doncic 34.5 points. I had Luka Doncic 34.5 points, and that's when he rolled his ankle in the first fucking quarter. Didn't play the whole damn game.
Yes, bro. I was looking
at what do you think about that Rocket player, Sengun? He's pretty.
Alfin?
I've been watching him lately, man. Right? Huh?
Alfin? It's like A-L.
Yeah, he's got some kind of weird name, but
I don't know. I've never heard it said, so I don't know how to pronounce it.
I think I want to say his last name was said Sengun or something, but you know who I'm talking about. I mean, that dude is just, bro. He's really, yeah.
He's better than Porter. He's better than Jalen. I like him. I don't know how to. I want to get that right though. I'm gonna watch a Rockets game soon just so I can see his name. The second they say his name, I'm gonna turn it off. But
he's getting I know, but he's been close to averaging a triple double.
Yeah, he's nice.
He is nice. I witnessed him when the Rockets played the Lakers, and he showed up. He was really good that game.
Yeah, I started betting on him, just like fucking around, and then I just kept betting on him because I was like, who is this kid? And like the DraftKings and stuff. I was telling Gonzo about it. The one time I was like, I don't think the casinos have caught on that this kid's actually nice because they always have him for the under, and I'm like, I'll take the over, and he always gets it. He gets it more than Jalen Green fucking gets it because him and Kevin are fucking bullshit.
Jay, do you ever drink out of a different cup?
No, it's the same cup.
Do you even wash that cup, bro? I feel like you don't wash that
cup. Bro, let me tell you something about this cup. This cup is magic.
The last time we watched that cup, Jose Altuve hit the home run against Aroldis Chapman.
Right, hold on. I got you.
Oh my god.
He hasn't watched that shit. I like how he ran this time, so we didn't see his titties.
He got up from the side.
Mike. He's got twins.
He's got twins.
He's got twins. They had sex and they birthed a child.
Stop lying. That's Mel's cup.
Hey, Frankie.
That's Mel's cup. That's Mel's cup.
If I bet, I don't even have that much money. What the hell? All right, if I bet on the Warriors and the Thunder, I put $250,588 and
Hey, Jay.
26 cents.
Hey,
All right. Well,
hey, why do you have a Boston hat on?
I was waiting.
my grandma got it for me. She thought it was Irish, but I was like, I'll take it.
You were talking shit to me that day because
I keep telling. I said, why is Mike wearing the Celtics beanie cap when he's
I do. I even have a Boston Celtics hat too. I really love their logo. I've always loved their logo. I mean, it goes well with fits. It goes really nice. Like the Bulls one's hard because it's like bright red, but like that Celtics one.
Why would your grandmother think that you would be a Celtics? You live in Chicago. Why would she think you're a Celtics fan?
You just thought it was Irish.
Oh, that's right. So she thought it was. Oh, okay. But you're Italian.
I'm Irish Italian.
oh my,
Y'all don't listen to me. Y'all just call me.
He
Diego,
doesn't.
and they don't hear me. They don't hear me.
I call you my Guido.
See, exactly. No one hears me. I tell Gonzo every day I'm Irish Italian. He hears me.
I'm sorry. You're
Ooh,
more
what's that?
Italian
What was
than
that?
Irish. I don't know
What
where
was
the
that,
Irish
Gon?
is.
Ooh,
I'm not a Lakers fan at all, but I got Lakers hats. I got.
Oh, damn. No,
I ain't gonna
Gonzo.
lie to you.
Gonzo.
Gonzo,
show that
I mean
again.
this. I mean this in the most respectful way possible. You my dog for real. You know that. Pull that hat up one more time.
One more time. Pull it out.
That bitch ugly as fuck.
Sexy. Look at it.
That's just so
Look at that.
ugly, bro.
Look at that hat.
Why is
That's
it
just
all
sexy.
different colored yellows, bro? There's 4 different color yellows on this hat.
Hey, I'm just gonna say this out loud. Gonzo, yellow is not your color. It's not your
That
color,
shit is
bro.
beautiful.
It's not. It should
Gonzo
be
had
your
that for
color.
so long. It's fading.
It was actually my son's hat, and he used to have me buy all these hats when he was younger. And I'd buy him all these hats. Well, then he don't ever wear them. So then he ended up giving them all to me. I use them here on my table.
Yeah,
but
for sure. I love hats. I be collecting hats all the time. I got more hats than I got anything
my
else.
CM Punk hat
Okay.
that used to be his.
Hey, now the CM Punk is pretty cool.
Shut up. You don't know CM Punk.
Old White Sox.
Listen, there's a few wrestlers I know, Frankie. CM Punk is one of them.
You don't know nothing about CM Punk.
Most of my hats are Reds, Colts, and Pacers.
You said you have Memphis or Portland, Gonzo?
I have Memphis.
Listen, Mike. If you're gonna talk about that, then you might as well just show up onto Gonzo's spending or what's that? His money draft.
I always watch Gonzo's show.
No, I said join it. Join it and talk.
Okay, watch this, Mike. You watch his show, but how often do you take his?
Nah, I do. But here's what happens. So like Gonzo will give out like 3, and I'll be like, cool. And I'm gonna do this right before the game start, and I'll put the 3, and I'll look at the payout, and I'll be like, all right, but what if I add this? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice. I go, now what if I add this? And then a 3-leg parlay turns into like a 12er, and I don't know how it happens, but it just happens. It's not my fault.
Yeah, because your eyes get big, and you say, well, all this money, I could win all this damn money. That happens to everybody. It happens. Hey, I get that. You know, it's too bad they don't have an exacta box in every betting scenario that's out there. You know, but
yeah, I need help.
I love the exacta box.
Let's go ahead and get the final thoughts. Because actually, speaking of that, my next show starts in about 10 minutes. But AP said Chris won me money on his hockey bets. I can't take the credit for the hockey bets. That would be my dad.
Yeah, that's right. Put Tony in there. Hey, can you please retype that comment and put Tony in it?
He's been doing good he does good on them hockey parlays. I know he wanted to hit another hockey parlay last night. He's good he does good on the hockey. I don't watch enough hockey to pick hockey.
I'm gonna message Tony.
I don't either. Honestly, I couldn't pick hockey. I try to get into hockey, but I guess I've never played the sport. And I think because I haven't played the sport, I just can't understand it as well. Mike, I know you guys up there in the north, right? Frankie, do y'all play hockey at all up there? I don't know.
They gangbang over here. We don't play.
We have hockey, but I didn't play it.
No. So we didn't even have hockey.
Have you played the sport of hockey before? Have you got to? Okay. I mean, I know down in the South, nobody in the South plays hockey. There's no hockey rinks.
Yeah, no, all the kids here gangbang. They don't play with hockey. They don't know what hockey is.
Hey,
bro.
I ain't gonna lie. It's I like going to a hockey game. Going to watch a hockey game live it's a fun environment, but I haven't been able to really get into it on TV.
Frankie didn't like that.
No, but I mean, I just figured, you guys would have a better opportunity to play hockey than I would. I mean, there's like literally, even if it was a diehard, I want to be a hockey, I want to go play hockey. There's literally nowhere around me that I could even attempt that type of sport.
Bro, hockey's dangerous. Hockey's really dangerous.
Well, I mean, hey, look, anytime you're on ice,
you get
die.
Right? You get stick to the face. Bro, if I get a puck smacked in my mouth and I'm losing a tooth, bro, I'm swear to God, I'm killing everybody on the team.
Listen, if you think losing a tooth is going to help you or make you, nah. Frankie, let me just talk about you're a very ugly
I don't care about losing the tooth. I don't care about losing the tooth.
You're a very, very unattractive person. I've seen you before. You're unattractive. You are. Even if you lost a tooth, it's not gonna take any points away from you.
Handsome.
No, Mike, don't do that.
This is coming from someone who has a long beard because he's covering his face.
I think
this is someone who's got a freaking Santa Claus beard because he doesn't like the way his freaking face looks.
I think he's handsome.
Oh shit!
I don't know. I mean, I don't know where you find his pictures, but those are like the best pictures.
I just looking up funny shit.
Look, man, I know I'm ugly. Okay, look, I know, but Frankie, but the problem is you haven't recognized that you're ugly. I know I'm ugly, and because I'm confident in my ugliness, it makes me attractive, and that's why I get women.
So just a couple weeks, Mike, before pitchers and catchers report.
Hey, thanks for that, Gonzo. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm excited about it. I'm very excited about it.
I am too.
Man, a couple of it's hard to believe because it seems like baseball literally just ended, and now we're already talking about pitchers and catchers are reporting. It just ended.
Yeah, I think they report the 14th or 15th of February.
It just ended, Jay. It's a new year. You're no longer champions, bro. It started a new league.
Oh no, I'm still champion. Until you dethrone me, I'm
former champion.
Where's
you're
my
former champion,
going, man?
No, I'm current. I'm the reigning. No, I don't like the word former. I am the reigning.
Champion.
I am the reigning champion. I'm the reigning champion.
Jay, you won in the year 2022. It's 2023. This is the new year. You're former champion.
Okay. I'm gonna get it again. Look, I'm gonna get it again. Look, at the end of the
here we
day,
go. I'm gonna get it again. I'm gonna get it again.
Hold on. Just like Big Poppy.
Don't we coming?
Hold on. Just like Big Poppy said. Hey, just like Big Poppy said, Frankie, I'm your daddy. Perfect. That was perfect timing. Hell yeah, because I am your daddy.
I don't know who deleted that. What is back?
All right, let's
what Big Poppy says, but he forgets where Big Poppy got it from. So technically, I'm your daddy.
Got any final thoughts, Mike?
Nope.
What about you, Frankie?
No, I don't really got any final thoughts right now.
Jay, you got anything before we get out of here?
Yeah, you know damn well he does.
Hold on. I'm gonna keep it short. But I just want to say I love the fact that Mike Hughes is on the show because whenever you get a Mike Hughes, you get a good meme. You know, we've had like 3 really good memes here today. So, yeah, and plus his experience, man. Hey,
Hey, Jay, do me a favor. Do me a favor and listen.
That's really all I have, man. It's good to have Mike on the show, Frankie on the show. And yeah, man, jabroni. I don't understand. Before we get off the show, can somebody please tell me, and I'm going to show my ignorance. Yes, I'm ignorant here on this. What the hell is a jabroni? What does he mean by that?
It's a nice way to call someone a bitch.
You really just asked that? Oh, my God.
Bro, I don't. No, look. I'll be the first one. If I don't know something, I'm going to tell you I don't know it. If I don't know it, I don't know it.
Gonzo hates it here. Gonzo just wants to leave.
Brother's like,
I can't believe
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. My hands are up here. I didn't do that.
No, but hey, I just want to say, hey, listen, don't forget, man, Gonzo, or excuse me, unscripted guys on Twitter. Frankie, he runs all our Twitter stuff. Unscripted Guys, all one word, on Twitter. That's it. That's all I got.
All right. All right, guys, join us tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, as pro wrestler T. Ray Watford will be joining us on GWR. And then we'll also be live here in about 5-10 minutes with Easy Money, a sports betting show. I want to thank everybody for watching the ASAP Afternoon Blitz today. Thanks to Mike, Frankie, and Jay for coming on. And we'll see you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern for another episode of the Afternoon Blitz.
Apparently.